You said you were getting cheesed off. What were the main things?
Never be just the costs for me, because of course you expect a management company to be making a profit.
Of course.
So they've got to make a profit. I think it wasn't just that. Odd occasions that I did get to speak to tenants, they weren't happy because they were trying to contact the agent and the agent wasn't getting back to them. So the first time I let this particular property out, after I just developed this one, the tenants were really good, but they only stayed for 1 year.
Yeah.
And I found out it's because they couldn't get hold of the letting agent when they needed to.
Oh, that's
so that impacted on me, because you're turning over tenants quick, and they were good tenants.
And you have to pay for that.
Yeah.
So you're paying for another tenant find, recontract, and which is another.
Well, up to about 3 or 4 years ago, landlords didn't have to pay so much for that. I think maybe I used to pay about £100 or something.
They reduced the fees from the tenants, right? So
and now they lump them on the landlord. So now I pay about £350, £400 for new tenant, and then you've got to do an inventory again. That's another £90. Yeah. So all in all, it's costing you £450, £500 every time they turn around the tenants. They're not motivated really to keep the tenants, because they get another
£500 every time, right?
It doesn't work with their business model, does it? It's almost at odds.
Turkeys don't vote for Christmas, do they?
Yeah, exactly. So there was that side of it. And then during COVID, which I always say, you always see the better companies rise to the top in adverse circumstances.
Yeah.
So COVID was an awful time, because everyone's shut down and everything like that. And the agent that was dealing with this property, and next door as well, they contacted me and said, you cannot ring us, you just have to email us, because our property managers are all working from home and they can't take calls. And I was like, okay. So I would try and email them and not get a response for ages. And then there was all this, we can't go and we can't go and visit the tenants because of COVID. And it was like 2 years later, I said, no, we can't do any inspections, because, well, hold on a minute, everyone else is back at work. Why can't you go and visit the property? So I think it was overused a little bit.
Yeah.
I also didn't find, and this is with a couple of other, I've used quite a few management companies in my time, because I find that they're great at the beginning, and then after about 6 to 12 months, they've got a bit of a shelf life and it wears off and they stop caring so much, The ones I've got now, I'm fairly happy with.
You've got a thick Rolodex of agents. Should I be worried?